This is a true horror story shared by Mr. Kim, who experienced something deeply unsettling one night and has chosen to tell us about it. It was a quiet, dimly lit evening on a lonely road in Rayong Province, Thailand. The soft purring of a car engine echoed faintly through the silence as Kun Kim and a friend drove home after a long, exhausting day. They had just finished preparing traditional ceremonial flower trays in another district. Fatigued and aching, especially from his friend's constant complaints of back pain, the idea of getting a relaxing massage began to seem very appealing. By the time they began searching for a place, it was already close to 9 p.m. The darkness was nearly complete, broken only by scattered flickering lights from distant houses. Then, a brightly lit massage parlor caught their attention. Its glowing sign stood out on the roadside, and without hesitation, they turned the car around and parked in front. The parlor looked surprisingly spacious and inviting. Soft lighting bathed the interior in a calm glow, though something about it felt off. Maybe it was the silence, too absolute for a place still in business, or the shadowed corners that refused to give up their secrets. As they stepped in, several masseuses were seated quietly in the foot massage zone, ready to serve. They were surprisingly eager, as though Kim and his friend were the first customers in hours. The owner suggested they go upstairs for full-body massages. Two female staff members led them up an old wooden staircase that creaked underfoot. The second floor opened into a wide room with 6 massage beds, each separated by thick curtains. The air was cold with air conditioning, and soft instrumental music played faintly in the background.
Kim and his friend chose beds next to each other near the wall. The masseuses appeared new, clumsy, unfamiliar with the equipment and layout. After changing into provided garments, both men lay back and began to relax. Kim's masseuse chatted casually, mentioning that they were the only clients all day. About 30 minutes in, Kim began to feel completely at ease until he heard slow, deliberate footsteps coming up the stairs. Then came the faint sound of a curtain being drawn, moving from the right side of the room, slowly passing each bed until it reached his friend's. Then silence. Curious but tired, Kim assumed another masseuse or customer had come. Suddenly, the soft music stopped. Kim asked his masseuse about it. She smiled politely and left the room to check. She never came back. 15 long minutes passed. The atmosphere shifted. Heavy silence settled over the room like a thick fog. Kim looked over at his curtain. A strange bulge began to slide down from the top. It looked like fingers. 3 small fingers pressing against the fabric, sliding downward slowly. Something or someone was lying down beside him. Before he could react, his friend's masseuse received a text. Her expression changed instantly. She gathered her massage kit and told Kim's friend, "Let's go downstairs to continue." But as she pulled open the curtain, she froze. Her eyes widened in horror, and without a word, she turned and bolted down the stairs.
Kim was alone. The sense of isolation was overwhelming. He tried to tell himself it was nothing, but the dread in his chest said otherwise. Then, the curtain next to his head began to move, slowly, deliberately, inch by inch. Kim sat up in terror. His phone buzzed. A message popped up. "Come down now." Another followed. "You are alone." Then one more. "No one is with you." Kim's heart pounded. He grabbed his phone, his clothes, stood up fast, ready to flee. As he tore open the curtain to run, he froze. In the far corner of the room stood a woman, slightly overweight, head bowed, hands clasped. She looked like a masseuse, but something about her presence felt inhuman. Without thinking, Kim ran. As he dashed out, the curtain behind him made a tearing sound. Downstairs, he found his friend, the shop owner, and 2 other staff. All looked shaken. The friend explained. The first masseuse had seen something on the adjacent bed, a woman with a terrifying smile. She fled immediately. The owner, aware of the building's history, told everyone not to go back upstairs and sent warning messages. And the second masseuse, she saw the same woman standing at the foot of Kim's bed, pointing silently as if to forbid her from speaking. The owner finally confessed. A month earlier, a woman had died of a heart attack on one of the upstairs massage beds, the very bed next to where Kim had been. A cleansing ritual had been performed, but evidently it had not worked. The old staff had all quit. The current ones had only been there 2 days. That night left a scar on Kim's mind. He could still picture that bowed figure, hands clasped in the darkness. Even now, he sleeps on the couch and refuses to step into another massage parlor ever again. No matter how many times he closes his eyes, she is always there.